we're going to be kind of quick about things because this is a short stream to try and catch Deputy Wainwright while he might still be around. Because Frankster Prankster is online for a second, or a bit longer. But this is fine. I need to change oil in my car in a little bit, but I need to let it cool down first. So we're not too worried about that. We got about 4 hours before we need to do anything in real life. Another 3 before the conversation with the psychologist. So part of this may actually just look like going to Blackwater to write a telegram to Wainwright and reply to anybody else. And then go to Valentine so that I can actually be ready to just pop in when I need to later. And be able to have that conversation with the psychologist. Should be a quick, just a quick thing. I do have a telegram. Gonna look here to look here. Yeah. I kind of hope one of them is from Fletcher, actually, because we need to figure that conversation out, too.
Nothing's weird.
Many, and Wainwright. To gloat. one other thing. I'm not sure I'm in the best spot. Yeah. I remember. Wainwright knows too much. Whoops. So we have telegrammed Wainwright. We're gonna check here. No horses. So now we'll go to Valentine like we said. And when we are in Valentine, so if Wainwright is awake, he's got plenty of time. I mean, he's got this whole ride to Valentine to reply to us. And we'll probably pause at Riggs for the tip line. I enjoy that we're kind of growing into El Masri being the last name. I feel better about that and Mustafa as the first of the middle names than I really do Buttress, actually. I hope we can make this all happen. I got a telegram back. Maybe from Law. Maybe from Wainwright. As I said before, I almost kind of do hope that, like...
She just woke up not long ago and rode into town, so...
Oh, I see. No problem.
No, it's okay. Get out your way here.
At the office. We're gonna go ahead and just do this. Very clearly not a threat. I did not do that, so we're gonna... I'm gonna duck into the general store so I can get a couple things upon me. Just quickly, because if I'm gonna chat with him, to some extent, I don't anticipate keeping my hat on. Hair pomade. We're gonna go get 3. One for now. One for later when we wake up.
No, so what we're talking about is somebody has finished their parole, okay? But they haven't turned up to the sheriff's office to be removed from the parole list. They're technically still in parole, but their parole should have been over and then they've committed a crime. But then I know
Deputy?
Pleasure. Where is this psychologist of yours?
Evidently they practice over in the bathhouse, but that conversation is to happen much later today, perhaps around 5.
I beg your fucking pardon. What sort of psychiatrist practices in the bathhouse?
I wish I could tell you. They all of the advertisements and dialogue that I've had with the man says that it's the former bathhouse, so I don't think he treats it that way.
I'll give you the information that I'm aware of psychology. The science of psychology is only being practiced in the last 30 years, and it's headed as a society by a German doctor by the name of Wert.
13 hours ago. He has been around.
So
Indeed,
keep that in mind when looking for qualifications from this doctor and see what their knowledge is like and see what they're claiming. So, hello, ma'am. How are you? Are you well?
I am fine. I was told that if I were to create a civilian profile, I would be compensated financially.
That can be arranged. Who was it that told you?
Oh, I don't know, just a passerby. I did not get their name. But I was looking for money and money making, so they told me that was a quick way to make some, I don't know, money, I suppose.
Right, lovely. If you'd like to both stand over here so you're out of the rain, I shall teach you both the art of juggling. Okay, this is much better. Right, my dear, pleasure to make your acquaintance. What is your name?
I am Madame Suzanne Arnaud. It is a pleasure.
Madame, right. Could you spell your first and last name, please?
Suzanne is S-U-Z-A-N-N-E. And Arnaud is ARNAUD.
Right, and do you have your telegram already?
My telegram is SH088.
My apologies for asking such an impertinent question, but what is your age, Mum?
I am 27 years old.
Lovely.
My birthday is May 3rd.
I don't know if he needs that.
And
but
your hair colour and eye colour, please, by what you believe, and they are naturally in your birth.
My hair color is red and my eye color is brown.
Do you have next of kin?
Back in France, I do, but not in Sans Crossing, no.
Right. And your status, are you alive or deceased?
Well,
Nah,
I
I'm
believe I am
fucking with you.
alive.
Right, yep, there you go. Right, good try. Right, now, would you mind taking off your gloves for me, my dear?
Of course.
he's got a finger printer.
Right, now I'm going to have to step you inside the office for about a moment. I won't be a minute, sir.
Not too worried, my friend. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Okay. You definitely should have searched her before you walked her in the office. That's funny.
Who's this then? Why the mask? You expecting a dust storm, partner?
Oh, leave the poor fellow alone. You just point at me? I don't know. That's fine.
Oh.
Right, fuck me. Should we stand inside there and have the chat? Might make life easier.
Sure, sure.
The more I can fucking hide, the better. Yes, I have to admit, this psychologist does make me question a fair amount of things, as psychology as a science is still a baby blossoming thing, so it's one of those, you know, curiosities of mine. But regardless, what is it that you cared to know?
I don't know if I care to particularly know things so much as to, I don't know, figure out how it is we might help Minnie. She's mentioned a few different lawmen have offered her various choices in the past, and even a medic, Fletcher, I believe. I think all people she's mostly kidnapped and has been surprised by their reaction to her. But have you ever had someone that you love wake up beside you in the blearingly early hours of the morning screaming?
No.
Well, I have, and I did not think I would get used to it, but the past 2 days since she's been arrested, it's hard to sleep now because that doesn't happen. I don't know. I just thought perhaps to speak with you and try and have the people who have put her where she is, deservedly so, know that there is someone out here trying to go about helping
Endanger themselves?
Well,
Sir, look,
I
I'll be honest
suppose.
with you. I've kept you at arm's length for a bloody good reason. The bloody good reason being that I am fully aware, by witness accounts, that she has self-explained what she's done to myself and how much she enjoyed it to you, and you jumped into bed with her. Now, it's one thing to have done it and explained to have been emotionally enjoyable for doing such an egregious act. It's another thing to still love somebody for doing it. Now, I'm not faulting you on it for too much, but you understand what it says about yourself as a man, as a person.
Yes, I am a bit broken myself in that I would find the strongest person I can and put myself near them. Yes, I suppose.
Well, no, you're twisting the words. There's being strong, and then there's knowing that somebody is egregiously capable of violence, of extreme violence, and still putting yourself in the limelight for them to do the same to you. How were you to know when you jumped into bed with her that she wouldn't strangle you in your sleep?
Believe me, sir, most of my nights do actually consist of making sure that weapons and such are far from arm's reach for her. But if it makes you feel any better, I did not know until after we had begun this, and it bothers me. And it seems to bother her that she does not feel guilty over it. She has said as much to me, that she knows she should feel something for it, other than just enjoyment. But and maybe that's part of why a psychologist might be an interesting conversation, but I don't know. I don't necessarily think she is a danger to everyone. Maybe it's just that I've seen a different side of her and know that she is capable of not doing the things that she's gotten in trouble for. I mean, I'm able to tell her not to, and she won't.
For the sake of the legal requirements in terms of understanding what I can and cannot give out as information via, my job here is not only to rehabilitate her as a member of society that's capable of functioning without throttling the nearest person, but also as an investigation via the law of the crimes she's committed, therefore information certainly safeguarded. I'm happy to inform you and tell you that I wouldn't be doing the conversations that I am with her if I did not have hope that she could be better. Now, if you simply wish to know, to make this conversation easy, as I am unfortunately dwindling in terms of time, she has made mistakes in the past. Have you spoke to her about her sister?
No, but she has mentioned wanting to tell me about things. I was curious whether you knew of someone named Aleph.
That is her sister.
Oh, that is a name that she frequently screams or whimpers about in the middle of the night.
Yes, it is her sister. Now, her sister's demise is all that meets the eye, and I cannot tell you any further, and this conversation is going to have to end shortly for the sake of that. But she is very much so fond of you, incredibly fond of you. In fact, from my conversations that I had with her, she does care for you and seems to sleep better when you are next to her, at the very least. Although I dare say sleep better is only a lack of term of sleeping well for whatever you two get up to shortly before. Regardless, I do say that I think you can, one, continue on as you are, and two, start using yourself as the tool that you wish to be. To say, look, I'm here. It's me. We're whatever we are, and don't do these things if not for you. Don't do them for me. You know, you're the opportunity for her to start again and do better when she leaves those cells. She needs to know that. She needs to know that you are the chance that she hasn't had before. That you're the next person that could bring her the opportunity to be better. But you also need to understand with grave concern that your life, every single day that you spend with that woman, is beyond at risk.
My friend, I understand that. I see that. In a strange sort of way, however, having her so nearby me and so caring for me means that my proximity to others is a great degree safer. But that is exactly what I was hoping I might hear from you, that I'm on a proper path, and continuing so will hopefully lead to her betterment.
Yes, well, no promises are made, old chap. She's still a bit of a natter, you see. But it's more than that. It's certainly far more than that. There is a very extreme complexity to her mind that one can work out if you keep yourself an open mind, the capability of doing so.
I do agree. And having spent time around her and some of her friends, if I can make any sort of comment, obviously I know nothing of what it is that you are doing or such, but if the law has any way to end her association with Benji the Kid, I think it would do nothing but good for her.
Well, if the world's association with Benji the Kid was ended, then the whole world would be better for it, but that's not, you know.
Yes, surprisingly enough, you echo the thoughts of quite a few outlaws.
Yes, no, I'm not surprised by that. He's a shit stain. But look, it is what it is. You're doing the right thing, and I believe you should continue on your path. But know that, for your own sake, be ready to cut off when you need to. And if you want to know what I'm doing, I'm simply doing naught but trying to help her at this point. I want to see her leave those gates and not have to return to them. But I'll do what needs to be done, obviously. And you need to be able to, if you're going into this, face the same reality.
I hope it will not come to that, but if such a thing needs to happen, then such a thing will need to happen, I suppose. We'll burn that bridge when we come to it, as they say.
I have an incredibly large amount of respect for you, the things that you are doing, and the words that you've put forward to me, and I do very much so appreciate you coming to speak to me. I wish we had more time, and I wish that I had a bit of a shorter day, so it wasn't as of impatient or tired conversation from my behalf. I also will say to you, sir, with utmost and all due respect, you're walking parallel to a very dark path, hoping for it to pull you to the right. That you pull it to the right, where it may well pull you left, whatever you wish to describe it as. I will book you if I need to, just like I do with Runa. I'll do what needs to be done, and so will the rest of the law, and I know that you're aware of that. Just making it clear. Keep your head on a fucking swivel, okay? Keep your wits about you, and know that you're playing a dangerous game. One for right reasons, and one's for reasons I very much so respect and care and admire for. But it's still a dangerous fucking game. And you need to be bloody careful, alright?
Heard. I will try and do that then.
Just make sure your blood's not everywhere else when you're having the right conversations with her, you know what I mean? Love's a fickle bitch, sir. A real fickle bitch.
It can be sometimes, yes. I would never have been in this situation if I did not love her.
Your last scene of leaving something to me, I believe.
You're doing the right thing. Even if it's dumb, dangerous, misguided, and all, by all accounts, fucking stupid. I think you're going right.
So I appreciate the courage that it even takes to go and look at her after what she did.
That doesn't matter as much. Anywho, best of luck, and I hope you stay safe.
Just know that it goes both ways.
Oh, I'm aware. No, I'm aware. I played on that earlier today. I dare say she'll tell you of our meeting. What she's allowed to tell you is on her own fruition. What I'm allowed to tell you, regulatory issues, you see.
I'm sure. I will say the one thing she said of your visit is that she thinks you know too much. I don't know what that means, but yes.
Right, well, best of luck. I'm going to go and skedaddle, and I hope that you
Of course.
stay safe.
And the same to you, my friend.
Come on now. There's no need to cover yourself up.
Yay.
How's that siding looking?
All right. That was honestly pretty good. I don't exactly know what I actually expected would happen from that, but at like the very least, like I wanted Wainwright to be aware that like there is somebody that cares about Runa that is trying to get her into a better mental headspace, where she's not doing the things that she wants to do, etc. And I feel like we maybe did that. I don't know. She kidnapped him and fed him to a bear. Like, it's a little intense. Yeah. It was a super short thing. We're going to go ahead and end there. And then I'll be back on later in the afternoon. We have the conversation with the shrink at 5-ish. Which is to say, I don't even really truly know how much he'll be able to do. Wainwright makes really good points about it being a very young science. So yeah, we're gonna quit there, and we'll be back in a couple hours.